What up, guys? Welcome to the Lightning Show. Today we're going to be talking about the Titan class in Destiny, and I'm trying to get all these guys done before the release date, just so that you guys can know what to pick, what class to pick, and everything on the first day that you get this game. And so we should have a lot of fun, and let's get into it. So the Titan class is pretty much the most heavily armored class in its kind, and that pretty much means that you're going to take 1 to 2 more shots to die. So in those critical situations in, like I say, multiplayer, they're gonna have some trouble trying to kill you. Instead of you running around with a warlock, where the armor is not just as good as the Titan. So just a quick tip for you is always have a Titan in your party, and this guy can be your tank. If you want to play this like an RPG. I mean, I don't think it's gonna matter too much until you get into the later levels where you gotta be with friends to beat levels and challenges. So I'm just assuming that right now Bungie is planning to make this class a tank-like class, and it's somewhat like an RPG shooter. Now let's go into depth, just the stats and the skills. And as you can see, just off the bat in the first class, the Titan, the subclass Striker, you already have a whole bunch of armor. However, your recovery and your agility is a little bit low. And yes, my Titan is not as high level as I want it to be, but for the purpose of this video, as you can see, the armor is really standing out, and this is really for beginners. So this is what you're gonna have day 1 until you start leveling up your character. So just know that, like I said before, Titan, more armor. And let's talk about grenades now. And the first grenade that you're gonna get is a flashbang grenade. I got hit by this once, and it really wasn't that useful because the time was very short. And so it's up to you whether you want to use it, but I prefer not to use it. Only in multiplayer. In single player, it might blind your enemies and you rush up, but in multiplayer, it's not that good. So let's go to the next one, the pulse grenade. The pulse grenade is sort of like a vortex grenade. It keeps continuing damaging people who still in the radius. I say this is good for domination, and where you're trying to hold off a flag, you just toss down the flag and get the hell out of there. And it'll stay there for a little bit, but it depends on how much other skills you have and how much is it upgraded. And the last one is lightning grenade. I have never seen this grenade, but supposedly when you throw it, bolts of lightning comes out, it sticks to any surface, and I don't know, like this might be good, this might not. We'll find out when the game launch, but just know these are the 3 types of grenades you're gonna have during this game for the Titan. So the next part we're gonna talk about is the jumping ability, and the jumping ability, the first one we have is a lift, and lift is pretty much the same as double jump. You press X once you jump, and in midair you press X again. It's gonna go all the way up. It's a little bit faster than the jetpack. It's really convenient on certain situation. Instead of you're hovering around a jetpack, you're jumping up, and it's really just height. I found myself using it not much as the jetpack, because I'm not gonna lie, the jetpack flying around the sky is fun. And just really the next part is the upgrade, increase height. I'm pretty sure that you guys know what increased height is, increase your height. So the next upgrade is pretty much control for your lift, and really in multiplayer it really doesn't help too much. I didn't feel that much of a difference. I felt it was there, but it wasn't like significant, like you dash to the left or right or anything. It's just really good if you want to get on like a platform or something. The next part is catapult, where you pretty much launch in the air like a bird. It's like a burst. Alright, so the next part is the Fist of Havoc, and what the Fist of Havoc is pretty much your special ability for the class. It's pretty much you press R2, L2, and you just shoot straight into the ground and destroy everything in the wake. Aftermath, it leaves like a damage field, and any enemy that walks in is gonna get continuously damaged. Death from above, after jumping you can aim at enemy from below. I haven't got to this far yet on the Titan, so I'm not too sure. And the last one is shockwave, so pretty much as soon as you hit the ground, it's gonna create a huge shockwave going out, along with the area effect. And this is really good. Once you get to the higher level, it's really good. Alright, so Storm Fist is a punishing melee attack that deals bonus damage. And pretty much when you hit people, it does a little bit more damage if they're weak, and kill them. And Overload is really interesting because you hit somebody with a Storm Fist, and you have a chance for it to reset. So that means you can hit one guy and it could reset, and if you hit another guy, it can be on another one hit. It's really good. This shard, it hits somebody with a Stormfish, and it has a chance to deal area damage around like a little vortex, I'm assuming. Illuminated, any kills with your Stormfish will reduce the cooldown of the Fist of Havoc. Pretty much your special, it'll cool down your special a little bit. The next 3 skills are really for stat customization, just to improve your stats a bit. If you want to increase a little bit more armor with recovery, or a little bit more armor with agility, or just increase the other 2, I believe. And picking one out of these 3 really just increases your customization. You can pick anything you want, and it's useful in the way that you play. If you want more armor, go ahead and put it on. If you feel like you need more recovery and agility, just go ahead. I mean, that's what it's there for. Alright, going up to the next one. Headstrong. Sprinting increases the leap distance of Fist of Havoc. Aftershock increases duration of post grenade, lightning grenade, and aftermath. And the last one will be Transfusion. Kills with the Stormfish immediately trigger health regeneration, which is super good, guys, if you're in a gunfight. And the next tier is pretty much the same thing. It's a little bit more training, where you can customize your character just a little bit more the way you want it. And I can't give you any hints. It depends on what you want. I would honestly go for more armor, but that's just me. And just remember, guys, if you pick like balance, it's still gonna be high armor, but I wouldn't leave my agility to be too low. That's all I can say, because if your agility is too low, you can't run away from people a little bit. But that's completely up to you. Since you're a Titan, you do have more health, so you could survive, Now going on to the next tier, Unstoppable. You are hard to kill using Fist of Havoc. If you like using your super a lot, use this. There's no other way for me to tell you guys to do this but to use this. Like I said, I played this on my friend's account, this Titan subclass, the Striker. It's good, but I don't know. It's up to you guys. The next part is Shoulder Charge. After sprinting for a short while, press R2 to unleash a devastating melee attack. That's really up to you guys again. Like I said, last one is Juggernaut. Sprinting for a short time, gain a protective shield. This Juggernaut is, in my opinion, is very useful, because say you're in a gunfight, you see somebody, you start sprinting, you pull up your gun, you have a shield, and so they can't really hit you. So it's a win-win situation somewhat. And for your special, you want to use that one, it's also a win-win. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope this video informed you a little bit. Like I said, to recap, Titan is really just a tank class. This class is just tank out everything. You can even see in the last 3 skills, it's giving you tank abilities where it can just take damage and you can just go on a rampage killing people. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you like this video. Comment, tell me what you want to see. Subscribe to my channel for more Destiny content, and I'll bring out to you the last guide as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Lightning Show.